Boom! Yo, what's up? What's up? You know who it is. I'm sitting here, Byron Rodgers, man. I'm sitting here and teaching this kid to self-soothe. And I listen and I watch the whole thing taking place, you know. And there's lots of crying going on, and it's very interesting. And probably get a bunch of messages about this because our world is... They don't understand the value of learning to struggle alone, right? So I sit here and I listen to this kid cry, and while I'm sad for the individual who's crying, at the same time I'm thinking to myself, good, you know, like this is so good for you. This is so good for you. We have all these comfort-centric values, you know. Honestly, I think they're femme-centric. It's all about comfort and inclusion and acceptance, which is generally a feminine value. It counterbalances the masculine values of discipline, boundaries, not acceptance. This is not okay. This is where the buck stops. Fight me. You know, neither of them are right or wrong. They just need to be in balance. But our world has been so conditioned to be so soft for reasons I can go into a whole rabbit hole, a dissertation about. But I'm watching this kid learn how to self-soothe, and he's crying, and I'm listening, and I appreciate it, you know, because I see all of these adults around me, you know, and I'm not just some ignorant dude. I am, you know, I got a master's in psychology. I'm a double psychology major. I have an idea of what I'm doing. I see all these adults around me that still are in their 20s and 30s and don't know how to self-soothe. And it drives me outside of my mind that they believe the lie that if they're experiencing discomfort, things are bad. Pain and pleasure, in my opinion, have very little to do with good and bad. In fact, I've learned far more from pain than I've ever learned from pleasure. I didn't say that first. I don't know who said it, but it's the truth. Character is developed through adversity. The situation makes the man, and it reveals him to himself. The struggle, the adversity does. And so many of our parents did so many of us, not mine, so many of y'all's parents did so many of you a disservice by sheltering you and protecting you from struggle. Struggle is the masculine developmental energy. You must struggle to evolve. It is struggle that sparks and inspires growth and inspires change. Yea, dare I say, struggle requires change. If you never find yourself in the struggle, you never discover the necessity of change. And therefore, you stay pubescent, immature, weak, forever useless, because you never see the necessity. Nor are you pushed. Nor does your adaptation reflex ever get triggered. There's a place where you want more. This is the place most people exist. But my friends, there is a place where you must have more. And this is the place where you truly evolve. When you're mature enough, you can manufacture this place because you've been there so often that you know that you must have more. And you push yourself because you're wise enough to see your inevitable end and your demise if you do not achieve more and grow, and that is unacceptable. Therefore, you can push yourself into hyperproduction, adaptation, and self-transcendence without the requirement of the refiner's fire. But that's high level stuff. You have got to put yourself in, because it doesn't happen organically anymore. You must place yourself in a position that requires your growth. And if you do not do this thing, you will remain a beta for the rest of your life. You will fail your God, you will fail yourself, you will fail your families, you will fail your friends, and you will fail untold millions probably on this planet. Because you will never become the person you were designed to be. And only something outside of us has any idea how impactful your evolution is to the human race. This is why the struggle is required. And this is why I believe in teaching self-soothing. Because when adversity strikes you, which it will inevitably do, the reality of this game in life is the tools you have to navigate that adversity, that challenge, the perspective you have, the ability to know everything is gonna be okay 99% of the time. And if it's not okay, I'm gonna do the best I can, and that's all I can do. And come what may. The ability to have that confidence from experience, the ability to practice adversity and practice soothing yourself before life, boom, hits you in the face, because it's coming. This is a sacred practice. This is something that can prepare you for the inevitable tragedies of life and adversities of life. And it can make you strong enough to actually become the alchemist of these circumstances and extract the positive from everything that exists. Do not run from pain. Do not run from struggle. Do not run from adversity. Instead, become strong enough to rest in it. Set yourself down in it. Sit down in it. Spend time with it. Become intimate with it. Know and realize that getting punched in the face won't kill you. Rest and realize that the pressure and the strain and the struggle will not destroy you. And accept the fact that if you learn how to be, you can become more than all of these things. And that this path is truly the only path to your own greater destiny, purpose, and future. It is the only path. I make these videos because I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you on the podcast, and I'll see you on the next piece of content. Out.